Alright, what's up everybody? Sorry, I am a little late. So hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm using the Beats Pro again, so 1 second. Make sure I can hear everything going on. And there, I think we're good. I'll give the latency a second to catch up. This could be, I don't know, this could be a longer video. What's up, Joseph? How's it doing, man? Where you coming from tonight, dude? Where you coming from? Can y'all hear me? Somebody give me a thumbs up also. What's going on, John? Hey, Andy. How are y'all doing? Good to see y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Gonna give everybody a minute. So this could be maybe a little bit longer video. I'm not sure. I'm not really gonna plan it. Thought about doing this for YouTube. Probably gonna send this on YouTube, but I prefer the interaction with y'all. So what's going on? Saucet, New York. Never been up there. I don't even think I said it right. So thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. Okay, and I have a cough drop in. It's like cold outside and the wind's really dry, so I'll be clearing my throat a lot if I didn't have it in. So what's going on? How's it going, Albert? Okay, so mobile detailing setup. And sorry for being late again. My North Carolina. I was stationed in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Hey, David. How's it going, Chad? Hi, Kyle. So, not much. Hey, James, how you doing, man? Doing good? You doing that line work still, man, right? If I remember that correctly, I'm pretty sure that's what you were, I think that was the new job opportunity you got. Hey, Kyle, what's up, man? Yeah, shoot me a message, man. If I can get to you, I'll get to you. I'm kind of taking a break from, hey, Timothy, what's up? Hey, Kevin, hey, Bill. Taking a break. I've been on the phone a lot today and tired of I've been vetting towels, doing online web stuff, so I'm glad for the break. So all right, so hopefully I'm gonna still try to learn how to use this gimbal. So no, come back this way. Nope, other way. You stinking. This gimbal is gonna throw me off. There we go. So used to having full control over it. I'm wanting to be more steady and doing anything. Okay, so this is my Tundra, and the reason I like using my Tundra is because I have this bed cover. It's a backflip. I don't know. It's as old as a truck. I need to get a new one, but it's not dead yet. So it's getting there, but it's not fully dead yet. So very cool, John. Camp Lejeune. I do not miss training outside over there. Yeah, I got these Beats Pros. I got the pinkish orange ones because they were like $100 something cheaper, and I heard good reviews about them. So I don't miss North Carolina. So my truck bed, and this is why I like putting everything in here. So I'm gonna show you kind of how I carry things, and typically if I'm organized and I have everything set up correctly, it will. I wish they had this follow me feature when I went Facebook Live, but they don't. So I'm gonna show you all what I carry in the bags and stuff like that, and then we'll just kind of move. I may set it up, but I'm really just gonna go with equipment I use. So we'll start. First things first, I always have these ready too. So I know if I grab these bags, I have Ernesto, but here in the Dallas area, man, it's just not conducive for what I do. And I really like I think you just find your niche in what you like to do. I love being at client's house. I like that's you, bro. You're driving that Porsche tonight, dude. Love you, Carlos. I think you just find out what works for you. And that's me. I like the privacy of a house. I don't have to worry about hitting something or another car pulling up next to me. There's just a lot of variables that go with it. So like I was saying, so these bags, man, I'm gonna have a hard time doing this. I might just yank y'all off this gimbal. So these bags, these are what I use. You can get them at Lowe's. They're the AWP bags. You can see it. I think they're like $10 or whatever. But I've had these for going on 3 years. And I'll show you all what I have in them. But so long as I have these bags, and I have them designated, that one has my rinseless, some soap, some other type of chemicals, tire dressing. This is my polish bag. So if I need polishes, I know everything is in this bag of polishes. This is pretty much all I carry. That's it. There's nothing crazy in there. But Another AWP bag, so there you go. But those are the first things I grab. So the first things I grab are always my bags, and I put them inside my cab. I'm already getting sick and tired of this, so hold on while I disconnect y'all. I'm sorry. Really sorry about that. My freaking gimbal's freaking out. Sorry, I cannot. I'm not used to it right now. If it was follow me, it'd be different, but it's not. So, anyways, I'm just turning it off. 1 second. There, okay. So, bags go in. Typically, if I have my active right here. You'll see it right there. I'll put it inside, and I'll open it up and show you what I do. So that's what I grab, and then my portable DI tank. This is great. Not gonna have these on the website yet, so if y'all ask me, I just want to answer the question now. But I love this feature about this tank specifically because I can switch from that's DI water right there to just running normal water, so I'm not burning my resin. I just love the quick connect and easy use of that. But this goes in my truck right here. So I always set it right here. You're like, how do you secure it? I just take the seat belt, I wrap it around the neck, and I put it in lock mode. I put my AWP bags right here, and then I'll probably typically 9 times out of 10 I'll put my buckets in here, or really is my microfiber bin. Okay, so that's what I grab. I always have my lights with me. But right when I go to the bed of the truck, and I'm trying to give y'all kind of a good organized way how I do it, so I have a few things set up. So I have my bucket of brushes, everything stays in there, and then I got a separate bucket. I have all my soaps, don't carry a lot, so if y'all can see, I really don't carry a lot. Now I'm gonna start putting this together, and I'll probably set you on the tripod here in a second. But I got my Purple Power Vehicle Boat Wash, super clean, and then whatever my pH neutral soap is. And how I go about using, and then I have my iron remover and then another APC right here I'm testing out. But I'll have my iron remover in here also. But if I'm using APC, as you can see, I'll put it in this foam cannon. This is like my dedicated APC foam cannon. That way I never mix it up and I don't have to worry about anything harsh in the car. And this is just always my pH neutral soap. So that just stays separate and I never have to think about it. Okay, so that's that. And then I'll typically have another bin. I'll have a bin of either like wash mitts and other stuff. So that's my wash mitts right there, like you can see, and then there's a couple other things in there. But my favorite one is for this is typically what I use for my microfibers. And I like this one because I don't know the brand of it. I got it off Amazon. I got 2 of them. Maybe I can find it. But these things are really durable. I've had it for 3 years. And these suckers just take a whooping really well. But I really like, so there you go, Quantum Storage Systems on Amazon. So that's where I got it. They stack really well. So that's great. Okay. So how I organize is what I'll do is I'll take this Gorilla platform ladder. I do not leave without these. And that Gorilla platform ladder, and I will stack them right here on this side. And then I'll put my bin over it, Sometimes, depending on what I got going on, but that's typically how I go. Ladders are right here. Then I put my bin over top of that. Then I have another pad. Y'all are gonna think I'm crazy. I know I have another pad. This is my pad bin. And typically what I'll do is, I took the lid off just for demonstration purposes. I'll know what kind of car I'm working on, and I'll grab 2, 3 pads. Like some of these are dirty. Actually, the majority of them are dirty, and I got to clean them. Some of them actually I'm going to have to throw away anyways because they're just too old. But I'll grab 10 of each, whatever pad I need, and maybe something else. Okay, I'll grab that, and I'll either put them in here or I'll put them in another bucket over there. That's how I roll. So those are over there, ladders over there, buckets I slide in, and then I just slide this in here. Have my Shilandi pet dryer, and that's it. It doesn't take a lot of space. And then I have my hoses. You can see my hoses right there. And then I take this bucket. This is my power cord bucket, if you will. And that's it. So that's really my setup. I really don't have a ton of stuff. I'll show you all what I keep in here. Like I said, you got your polishes, TR8 right here. Got the whole Coach Cami lineup, perfect finish. And then I have this stuff. It's called Sinister Devil's Brew metal polish, and then I have a Pro 40 also, and then I have Cut Max right here if I need it, and yeah, that's it. And then I got some cerium oxide, glass polishing compound cerium oxide off Amazon, about $10. And over here I got alcohol, my Uber rinseless, clay brushes, clay, McGuire's Wash Plus, Ultimate Fast Finish if I need it, all my 40-degree nozzles, you never can have enough of those, so I just keep those in case, I don't know, I lose one or whatever. 3D eraser gel, and that's it. And then typically I'll have, like I was using it the other day, but my Duplicolor grease and wax remover will go right there. So those, that, you can see how small my setup is. It's just not a lot, and I'll take my lights. If it's gonna be a longer day, I'll take those. That's pretty much it. But I mean, to go mobile in Texas, that is literally the setup. I don't carry a ton of stuff with me ever. If I use my coatings and stuff like that, they're gonna be, I always keep them in my box in my truck, and they're gonna be just like this. And oh, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but there you go. Look at that. It's a new DPC T9 right there. Doesn't it look cool? Love these new bottles. Flippin' sick. So I'll keep that all in there, and that goes in my truck. So that's pretty much the setup. So you can see it's 1, 2, 3 crates, Shelandy, 2 buckets, maybe 3, depending on what I'm doing. I always bring a pressure washer and another pressure washer just as a backup. That's just typical. And I'm still running tests on this one, like I told y'all. And then DI tank, lights. I mean, then you got your microfibers, wash mitts. I mean, it all fits in the bed of the truck, and I just pull it out conveniently. Sometimes I'll have a kind of a stick in the back of my truck, so I don't have to like crawl in there and reach and everything. So that's pretty much how I roll. It's not hard. I think having a couple buckets on you is great, but I mean, everything I have is just ready to go and easy to grab. So if you find your system and you like it, then this is kind of what I have kind of developed, and it's kind of like grab and go, and I don't have to think about like, oh shoot, am I going to be missing this? Am I going to be missing that? No, I don't want those thoughts in my head. So anyways, does anybody have any questions or anything? I'm trying to not be too wordy, but I wanted to kind of show you all that really quick. I'm going to put y'all back on the thing if it'll let me. Hold on one second. Bear with me. So let's see. 1 second. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. And we're going to go back. There we go. So I hope that helps. Did anybody have any questions? Steamer. No, I do take my steamer. So my steamer, if I do need it, but have to remember when I do stuff, hold on, I'll show you. When I do stuff, I'm mobile. So I still have room in the bed of my truck. And I have the steamer right down there, as you can see, 1375. But I rarely use it. So 9 times out of 10, I'm grabbing my Ridge Vac, and you're like, why do you have 2? Ready for this? They had a sale on 1, and I forgot one when I was going to a maintenance client one day. Oh my word. Oh, let's get this right. And so I had a steamer, but maintenance client, but I forgot this vacuum cleaner. So my wife went and got me one, and so I just kept that one. It was like $40, and I was like, you know what? Can't hurt it because I had the other one. I've had the other one for like 6 years, so it's a backup. Can use it around here, whatever. I do interiors, it's just rare. And all my interior clients, if they are like, if it's an actual interior, it's gonna be done at my house. Now, if it's basic, something like that, situation depends on what's going on, depending on my time and like schedule and stuff like that. So it'll depend on that. But I mean, I'll do interiors, but I mean, for the most part, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I have my paint thinner, stuff like that. I'll always have Citrol 266 in one of those bags. My other bags are inside. I keep my chemicals inside. If y'all don't do this, I keep my chemicals inside, especially polishing and stuff like that. When it's colder and hot. So that's always like between 85 and 40 is kind of like my thing on that. But other than that, I mean, I really don't, I mean, y'all can see right here, I don't have a ton of chemicals. Like that's it. These are my go-to. That's it. It is not deep, not a crazy amount of stuff. I have duplicates of stuff, but I mean, that's it. So yeah, I have a steamer. Hope that helps out. So what else you got? Anybody else practice? I'll have to test panel too. Hey, yeah, Daniel, that's exciting, man. Mini polisher do I use? All right, hold on 1 second. That's kind of a twofold question. I'll answer that. Okay, so what mini polisher do I use? The Flex PXE80, I've been giving it a good whirl. Trying trying to learn it, strengths, weaknesses, stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a review on this soon. But mini polishers, I've had a few good areas for this, and it's gonna be rare when I need it. But I waited for a while to pull the trigger on this just because I wanted the sale on it. Yeah, that's what I use. But typically, if I do need one, I think I'm crazy. I have 3 Griot's G6. 2 of them I bought from Facebook yard sales for like $40. So I have 3 of those. So those have been, but I keep a 3-inch on one of those, and that's just kind of what I use for the 3-inch. I do not use a generator. Hey Joel, what's up, man? And I always use customer power. That's always what I use. Talked about quick connects before, looking for my big DI tank. Chris, can you expand on your question, man? I understand, but all I do for my quick connects is I go to Lowe's. Let's see. Jeffrey, did that help, man? Mini polisher. And I think, actually it's funny because I'm scrolling through and Lee Hazelwood actually hit it. He said, simplicity is key. No reason to take more than you need. Just keep it simple and easy and efficient, organized, and straightforward. Definitely helps. Yeah. And it just, I think that's the thing is like you said, Lee, I was just about to say it, is keeping it simple. I have used the SPTA and I think it's great. But I will show y'all why I think, hold on. I'll get into this 1 second. Let me grab the bag really quick. I need to show y'all because talking about it won't really do much justice if I just talk about it. I need to really kind of get to the visual aid with this. So when you get the Flex PXE80, I'm talking about mini polishers, but I'll continue to talk about being simple. Being simple is key, but knowing like if you can figure out like what you need and what you don't need, and I think there's just this like overthinking of hold on, not overthinking. I see a lot of there's a lot of product reviews out there, and I think that's great. It's fine, well and good, but at the same time you can kind of get jumbled up with everything you're looking at, and it just is like, what do I need? What do I choose? How do I decide? And I think that's legit. I think that's a very legit concern, and can definitely be hard to think about when you're trying to figure out the process for you. So mine was just thinking about just what I want to do and move with speed. But I have found that like everything I used has survived. So everything I have like right now has practically survived 3 years of abuse and everything. So, Jeffrey, to answer your question, the SPTA is nice. It is very cool because it is random orbital, but that's the only function it has. So I thought that was cool and sexy, but I kept looking at the PXE80, and I know it's costly and I know it's not for everybody. But if you do the math on it, if you save $1 a day for a year, you can buy one of these. Okay, so that's the math. Just save $1 a day. That's what I did. Literally, that is exactly what I did. I saved $1 a day for a year, and then I pulled the trigger on this, and I actually had more than enough to cover the cost of it. Okay, but the cool thing about this, hope that helped, Jeffrey. Let me see if there's anything else. Sounds good. Yeah, man. Hey, if you got one near you, that's great. That's awesome, man. Okay. Vacuum hose replacement. Trying to get rid of my 6-foot hose. That's annoying me. Yeah, Ridges makes a long one. They have some custom ones on Amazon, and they got those replacement kits. If you can find them on Amazon, I think it's great. Okay. What got me into detailing, and how did I meet Scott, and what came under his tutelage? I don't know if it's a personal question. Muhammad, I'm not going to ignore your question, man. It's a great question. If you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, there is an about me and how I got started in auto detailing. There's a video on it, but long story short, met Scott through YouTube indirectly, and then I just kept bugging him and bugging him and bugging him and bugging him. Like, I'm surprised he didn't like want to shoot me, but I was at the point of wanting to pay him to watch him or to teach me paint correction just so I could learn it. That's all I wanted to do, and it was on my wife's Sequoia. That's all I wanted to do was learn paint correction. And then he called me up on his birthday a few years ago and asked me if I wanted to go detail with him. It was a Range Rover, and yeah, it just kind of blossomed from there. I had no expectations from day one, and Scott was just being awesome like he does, and just took me along for the ride. So, but got into detailing because it was therapeutic, man. But that video, and Carlos did an interview on me recently. That will answer a lot of questions. So I don't want to take a lot of time on that, man. But great question. But that's kind of the the really short story on it. Okay. All right. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. No, Daniel, it doesn't. It doesn't affect it at all. Even Carlos agreed. Do I use distilled water and foam cam? No, I do not. No, he hasn't. They're more like a pink, so I don't think he would steal them. Okay, so Flex PXE80. Why do I choose it? Why do I buy it? Really quick. Happy to help, man. Yeah, it was the Land Rover. Yes, that was correct, Kevin. But this one right here was very cool for me. This was the Quick Connect system, if you can see it in there. Okay, so it's ball bearing, and I'll show it to y'all really quick. So this is the rotary attachment. Big thing for me. That was cool. I was like, okay, that's kind of neat. Okay, but then I waited a while, and I got these. So these are extensions made in aluminum by APS over in Europe, and boom. So not only is that now, but now you can really have some, I don't know, some reach, if you will, and get into some, because I've seen some exotic cars lately, and man, you gotta really get back in there to really get those spots. So APS makes it, and so when you order with APS, they include this one. This like this one's kind of like a little Dremel tool. High quality machinery, if you guys can't tell. Very great machining. And they give you the 2-inch. This is kind of cool. Now I find this cool because you have the dual action ones over here. So I can't remember, but you got 2 different sizes. Don't quote me on it because I can't remember right now. But you got 2 different sizes for the DA setting on this one, bigger or smaller. But when you do the 3-inch on this one, that sucker stalls. So the fact that they sent the 2-inch with it, it's like they knew something was up. So that's kind of cool. So you got your 1-inch ones, and then this is one by APS, and I don't know where my 3-inch one is. I think it's inside somewhere in the bag. So there's that 2-inch one, but that was the biggest reason, is because I just wanted some. I really wanted to test it out, and I saved money for it, so it wasn't really good. It didn't break the bank. I waited a year and I saved for it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh no, I'm not gloating. It's a cool piece of tool, but I think it's got some downsides. Quiet, 2 batteries, but I digress. But the SPTA, it's a great tool, but the winning feature for me was quick connectability, rotary and DA, and it just had some other options. And you know, I don't know. I want to do a good review on it eventually. So, man, excuse me. What else we got? Chris, I think you did a post on that in the group, man. What speeds do I correct on? Okay, so we have to remember when we do correction, this is how I do it. So you can take it or leave it. You got to think about the heat. Do you need more of it? Do you need less of it? You're going to see, like I did the other day, you're going to see a car in the sun. And why did I do that? So why I did that is because I'm heating the paint up. I need the paint. Don't ask me what the scientific nature or fact is on it, but you need the paint to be warm, not hot. It'll help cut better, and it's just there's like this game we're playing of like keeping it hot, cold, and kind of trying to find that happy medium when we're doing paint correction. So I think it's different type of clear coat. You could be on speed 5 and it's 60 degrees, you know, on the Griots G6 on a DA, and I'm correcting on, you know, speed 5 just because I need more heat and it's colder. So there's just a lot of variables. So it's really hard what kind of paint you're looking through, soft, hard, like pad, what type of, there's just so many variables. So I think it's why it's just good to do the test spot, and you just kind of get a feel for it as you go. So I hope that helps, man. It's a loaded question, and it just takes time to kind of get an idea of where you need to be at. And the biggest tip I gave the other day, no, not the biggest tip, but back of my hand is I'm always touching the paint with it, especially when it's warmer here in Texas. I do not want to get that paint smoking hot, because then you're going to start marring, and you're going to start, it just turns into a bunch of headaches. So, okay, awesome, Chris. Hey Shad, how's it going, man? So, trying to think. Another thing I carry is my 3M that's with me. Let me get this really quick. I'm about to buy probably from Harbor Freight. Well, I've been comparing Harbor Freight and Amazon what is it? I don't even know how to say the word of this airbrush sprayer, but this one has been my favorite out of all the ones I've gotten. The Paasche, Paashce. This is it. Okay, they actually have a group buy on Amazon with this for like, I think it's like $140, but I don't always look at that. I always go to like the used part and see if it's used, and then boom, there was one for like $70 there. So comes with this, can connect it. I even hook it up to my thing. But I really like this one because the 1.05 orifice on this one, all right? And it's fed, you know, just like, you know, this right here. So I can see the product. Not that I couldn't, but you can kind of see how much product you're working with, if you will, when you're using it. Just has a really nice touch to it. I'm running at about 20 psi, and I don't know. This has been really awesome, and it's like maybe $50, and it's easy to take apart. You got an Allen key that goes in here. Pop it out, clean it out with some solvent, and you're done. So love this one because of the 1.05, and it doesn't break the bank. This is how I've been coating rims since day one with T6 Plus, but fell in love with this one. So this is what I've been my default for doing that one. So hope that helps. I think one thing I always carry with me, you're gonna laugh, but erasers. My daughter always brings pencils home from school, and I've seen other cars that I get. They'll have scuff marks or something like that from other detailers. And yeah, this stuff helps. So I'll take some pencils with me. Definitely a good thing. And pliers. Get yourself a good cheap pair of pliers. So yes, airbrush only on the wheels. Just because all the cars I'm seeing now, I'm really focusing on T9 and showing them the value. I don't use energy drinks, Jeffrey, so I don't really know. I just drink water and eat a lot of food. But a lot of my clients, I'm using T9. So for HVLP purposes or airbrush, 6 Plus or 4 Plus is the only one that can be done with the airbrush. So that's why I've just been using 6 Plus and T9. So all my clients cars have been getting T9 lately. The one BMW saw was just because I had some T3 left over, and then they made a couple of decisions, and that's why we went that way. Tip. Saw some posts recently that I don't know, I think some posts come in waves. So I'm gonna give you all a tip, and this is not to there's no bashing going on, because I absolutely love this. Okay, so solution finish, one of my go-tos. I do keep this with me, but every now and then I get an area that's going to need to be dried faster or something like that. So this is going to be one of my, I don't even know it's secret, I keep forgetting to do a video on it. So if you don't have a solution finish or don't have access to it or haven't bought it, great stuff. But if you need something locally, and you're doing like Citrol 266, or you use the Citrus Strip furniture stripper, and you get it on plastic, and that plastic turns white, well, you're gonna have to redo it. And I've seen solution finish just cannot hit that level that I'm needing. So this stuff is made by 3M. It's called Marhide. I've told a few of y'all in the group about it, okay? So Marhide, it is made by 3M. You're like, no way. Yeah, it is right here. It's made by 3M. I can prove it to you right there, 3M. Okay. It's a automotive trim coating, okay? Trim coating, you heard it, okay? So 3M makes this. Get it at O'Reilly's for like $11, $12. You can spray it on a Q-tip or spray it or tape off. Great set and finish. They make this in like another one, but if you need something quick that looks good, boom, this is the stuff right here. So go check it out if you need it. There we go. Hope that helps y'all out a little bit. Saw some questions flying. Okay, hold on. Tariq, I see yours. Hold on one second. Okay, so when using the sprayer to apply coatings on the wheels, how does it affect the rotors, or does it affect the rotors? It doesn't affect the rotors at all, man. If it makes you feel good and you want to cover them up with the the trash bag, that's fine. But as soon as I hit the brakes, man, I mean, there's just so much heat generated in that. It's not gonna be able to hold up. That's just a friction science thing right there. So you can do it if you want to. I don't, and I've never, like I did it on the Porsche. It's not because I'm being lazy or anything. It's just because I know that the atomization, I'm not putting it right on there, and it's just, there's gonna be too much heat generated, and you're not gonna have to worry about it from a safety standpoint. But if it makes you feel better, man, and your client's kind of like more OCD about it, by all means respect them, and just kind of show that extra level of care, because dude, it probably takes maybe a minute, we're talking tops, to put a trash bag around it. So if you need to do that, do that. And yeah, so all right, what else? Regular trim maintenance. I don't really know how to answer that, because if I have the car coated, all the trim's getting T9 on it already. If I need to maintain it, it's probably just gonna get TR8 over the top of it, just because I've already coated it. So I hope that answers that question. I really don't overthink it that much on that one. That's yeah, because I don't know, T9 makes it look really good whenever you put it, especially on newer stuff. Older stuff, kind of a different area, but I'm getting kind of spoiled lately because I'm seeing a lot of newer cars, so haven't seen any of that. But I've seen enough and cut my teeth with some of these stuff that I've picked up some few tricks along the way. So and some of y'all are big interior guys, and I'm gonna give y'all if y'all have never heard of this brand, Carlos and I use it a lot, and I keep it on hand. I have 2 cans of it, and he actually got me hooked on this because I was wanting something that actually stuck around. So if you like air fresheners and you want something, a little bit of this stuff, I mean, talking small bit, goes a long way. If you haven't heard of it before, Nilotron, I think, very potent but very good. So this stuff, if you like, this one I have the original, and they have like an air fresh linen. They got a couple ones, so go to their website. I think they're locally made in North Carolina, I believe. No, Ohio. But the company I bought it from is North Carolina. Their customer service is great, but smells good. Don't need a lot. So if you like air fresheners, I typically don't use them. But if you do need something like that's a great thing. So all right, Tim, how you doing, man? Hey, man, happy to help. Thanks for being patient and listening to me rattle. And then lastly, I do keep this around. It's like my brushes and stuff, but if you don't know what I brush off the pads with, this is what I use. I'm always doing that. And I do keep wet sanding paper on hand. And it's not for really paint, even though I think it's good for paint. If you do have some areas you need to, I'm glad I've always kept it on hand. And if you do need some pliers and stuff like that, okay, so I say this, I try to say this humbly. So I can have some nice things, but I would like y'all to know that I don't go and just blow money to blow money. I'm a deal finder. I'm a dollar saver. I go to Dollar General. I'm always looking for deals. So these are Nip-X, okay? So everybody hears Nip-X, they might be like, oh, those are expensive. They are, but these are the 2 things. These channel locks and pliers are such a flippin' awesome thing to have. You need to tighten stuff. I can't tell you how many houses I've been to, and this was early on, and I wish I had something that was easy, adjustable, and just durable, quality made, but I wanted something to adjust the dang hose with because I could not get it tight enough or something, okay? And that's gonna lead me to another point, because I never leave the house without it. If you don't take this stuff with you, there's another tip. So I'm just giving whatever as I think of it. PFDE tape. Keep this in your bag, keep it with you. It'll help you out, save your rear end, okay? Along with a quick connect kit. That stuff and pliers, big deal. But what I was getting to is I save sandpaper, because you never know when you're gonna get headlights, okay? And I buy my sandpaper. I know 3M's good and all that stuff, okay? But Carlos has seen me do it, and I've done it with him. Sometimes I do private videos for Carlos just because I'm looking. But I will literally go to Lowe's or something like that, and I will buy the cheapest sandpaper sets, and I'm going to show you what I mean. I keep it all because I don't burn through all of it all at once, okay? But like this set, this is the Craftsman set, and this is what I use for headlights typically. And guys, it is cheap. Like, I mean, if you want to save money, here you go. Okay, why do I get this? Because it's like $3. This is $3 at Lowe's, and I get a 10% discount, so that's 32 cents off. But I'll start at 600, and then I'll have to buy some other ones. But for like $3, this is awesome because you get 600, 1500, 2000, and then I'll buy some other ones as I see them on deals. Because typically I'll go 600, 800, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500. And I do it by hand. Y'all can call me crazy. I know you can do it with drills, but I just like the control of having my hand when I'm sanding headlights. So that's the reason I keep those in there. And then magic erasers, can never have enough of those, so I always keep those handy. But my new favorite thing, I don't know why I'm talking about all this stuff, so thank y'all for hanging in there. New favorite thing, these are cool, and I'll show you why I think these are value, or have value. So they are the Mr. Clean thin erasers. Here's one right here, here's one right here. So these are the sheets though. These are cool because it's like having a magic eraser, but in a sheet. So you can do the same thing, and like great on glass. If you need to get a spot area underneath the door handles, sand those out. Because this is equivalent of 5,000 grit, if y'all didn't know that. Magic erasers is right around. Hey, Nicholas, hope you're doing well, man. You doing okay, man? Not trying to give all your personal stuff out, but hope you're doing okay in the hospital, dude. So praying for you. I know a lot of, I try to keep up with everybody, even though if I can't comment and converse all the time. So I just got a new, to me, 18 Forester with metal flakes. Would you recommend T4 Plus? Drew, whatever you, where do you live at, Drew? I mean, I think that was the biggest thing. If I can tell y'all anything, try 6EX out, but just go to T9, because all I'm going to say is I've done a video in the group, and T3 and T9 apply very similarly. The biggest difference is you're just going to notice the slickness of T9 after. It is just incredible. So if you want to get your feet wet, hey man, T4 Plus. But if you need any help, hit me up. I think 6EX is going to be a great one. If you're not keeping the vehicle long, hey, maybe T4 Plus is great. But just kind of go between that. But I'm always going to tell people, like, look, if you think you can do it, and if you trust me and you're just open to even texting me, I will walk you through it over the phone, and just go with T9 if you're open to it, because I've done it with a bunch of people. But if not, man, hey, you know your limitations and stuff like that. So I don't like anybody to think that, oh, he told me to do it. No, hey, do what you're comfortable with. But I always want everybody to get the best maximum protection, because once you use T9 and you see how easy it is to buff off, you're just like, oh man, why did I wait so long to pull the trigger on this? So for headlights, what polish do I use after, or do add it to the exterior detail and use T3 and T9? So great question, Muhammad. So typically once I'm done, there's a reason, Scott knows this, but all I have been buying from him was the glass coating, T6 Plus, and T9. That is all that's in my arsenal right now. It is all T9 and all 6 Plus. So 6 Plus, why? Because of the thickness it adds. So I think it's great. Now, that would be if it were storm. So 6 Plus, just put 6 Plus on there. And if you don't have it, put one of the other ones on there, and you'll be good. But I really think 6 Plus would be the best one, in my opinion. And the reason I keep 6 Plus is because I can do the headlights with it, I can do the rims with it, and then I have T9, and I'm giving them the best protection all the way around the board, no matter what. So keeps me versatile, but keeps me functional, and that's what I love about the DPC lineup. So the Irwin Vise grip pliers are great too. Yes, those are good. Those are awesome. Dude, Kevin, I got this one. You're not gonna believe this. I got this one for like, it was $18. This one, these are not cheap. And then I got this one for like $21. So I couldn't pass them up when I saw it. Always looking for those deals. But yes, those Irwin Vise grips are great too. I think those are Italian made, if I'm not mistaken. I don't do much interior, but what do I think of Bissell extractors? What I think of Bissell extractors is you use what you need where you have within your budget. I think that's the biggest thing. Tariq hit me up today and asked me about the Aqua Pro Vac, and I told him, I was like, dude, I worked with Carlos, and Carlos will hear me say it. I was like, dude, your flippin' Mighty is heavy as heck. I said, it is. I was like, man, it is nothing. It is so heavy compared to my Aqua Pro, because the Aqua Pro is just plastic, and I like portability. So an Aqua Pro is going to have a heated extractor coming out soon, so I really think that one's going to be like really cool. I think the price is going to go up, but like bang for the buck. If you can get the Bissell, great. Use it until you can save for the Aqua Pro. I really think the Aqua Pro is nice because there's the house attachment. I can't tell you how many times I've used that in my house. And it's just nice because of the portability. May have to fill up the water a little bit more, but my main focus is not interiors, but I have the power, if you will, and the tools to really knock it out of the park if I do need it. So that's kind of my opinion on it, man. So I hope that helps. Good, man. I'm glad to. I saw the bronchoscope thing tomorrow, so I hope that goes well, man. So you take it easy, man. Keep resting up. I don't forget about you. So. All right. What's up, Extreme Detail? All right. Ocean City, Maryland. So not harsh winters, just looking for something slick, good chemical resistance and durability. Drew, just, man, it's gonna be hard. Like if you're comfortable with me walking you through it, I would do 6EX or T9, man. It's hard for me not to recommend those just because of how tenacious they are, man. So just let me know, hit me up after this or right now, and then I'll get back to you, and we can talk it over, man. So thanks, man, appreciate it. Ouch, man. Aaron, that stinks, man. Yeah, that's no fun. I know Carlos has been through a few of his pumps. So I don't know, guys. I hope that was helpful. If y'all have any questions, shoot them. I'll give it a couple more minutes. I'm not trying to waste everybody's time, but my setup is very, very simple. I really don't like to carry a lot just because unloading, loading, unloading, loading. But it's nice when you get to a house also because you don't have a lot of stuff. You have bins, you have bags, and you're organized and it looks clean. So I think I don't think you have to be OCD about it, but I think it's nice to at least have a clean presentation. I'm always rolling my hoses up when I'm done. If you can get a self-reeling tack life retractable cord, I think that's great too. I don't know. You'll kind of find like where you're at and what you do because of like being in rural versus being in the city, and what type of clients you're focusing on. And I think that's just the biggest focus. But I don't have any high flying, like, and please remember, some of the gear I have, it's built up over time. It just didn't all appear. I didn't get the DI tanks till last year, and I did a lot of research and didn't know that relationship was going to develop with Ben and them, and I'm grateful. But I mean, I don't have a lot of fancies. The fanciest thing I have is probably the Flex PXE80, and I still waited a year to get that. So a lot of my stuff comes from Walmart and O'Reilly's, and I keep it simple. Minus Scott's products, and obviously the microfibers now. So that's great. But I mean, if y'all can keep it simple and keep your overhead down, I think that's just huge in auto detailing, especially if you're mobile. And that's a reason I use the customer's water and electricity. And this is not even a knock on Carlos or anybody that does it. It's just because my profits are higher and I don't have to think about it. Like, I know it's going to be there. It's what it is for me. So, yeah. So anybody have any other questions? I'm going to look for, that's crazy. That's the small one. Yeah. I started out spending so much buying everything now, only use a handful of stuff. Yeah. And man, I was in the same boat. I bought way too much early on. Like, I mean, it was stuff I probably didn't need, but you just get caught up in the hype and everybody talking and this and that and everything. And it's just like let's slow it down. And I think that's where I'm now kind of coming from, is like, look, let's really think about how we can get the most versatility out of everything. And y'all are going to wonder what this is. And I just picked it up because this was a deal, in my opinion. This is, that's how it came from Amazon, but peeled off because it drained out. But this is a NanoSkin non-acid wheel cleaner. I picked it up because it was like $18, 2-day delivery. If I can get something 2-day delivery, I'm all about it. And I've been sticking with Adam's iron remover right now because it's the best bang for the buck on Amazon. I mean, I don't hate Amazon. Am I in competition with them at all? No, I can't compete with them. They're just massive. But if you can use them for your profitabilities, do it. And I don't know. I just think that's where it's at. If you can keep your costs down, you know, and all that stuff with what you're doing, and still give great results, I don't know. I think that's a big thing. So don't think you have to go buy something at O'Reilly's and you blew $15 on that just to clean one set of wheels, and then you bought a tire dressing that's aerosol, and that was $12, and then you only used it on 4 set of wheels. I mean, now you're at $25, and then I don't know. The costs add up, so just keep the margins low and save and wait if you can. And just yeah, that's the best thing I can say is save your money and wait. Don't think you have to have the nicest equipment out there, because I don't run with anything super big name brand. I mean, the Flex, like I said, that is the fanciest piece of gear I've ever bought to date, before anything else. So and it's taken time. So yeah, I don't have anything else. So I hope you all have a great night. I needed some time away from I needed some time away from all the website stuff and everything. So tomorrow live, the website will go live. I know a lot of people are going to ask, but I want to make sure the time is good and everything's just ready to rock and roll. So it'll be, just know it'll be after 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that way y'all aren't like waiting on standby and all that. I don't play any of the games with y'all, and it'll go live sometime after that. So don't want to keep y'all waiting, but just want to make sure everything's set up right, and it's important to me that my wife's home. So want that to be you know, do that together. So anyways, make sure there's no more questions, and I don't want to blow anybody off. All right. So Alex, so flash time on coatings really depends. Carlos 559. Flash time, it depends on heat, humidity. This is something I bought, and y'all can see it, but this is another Amazon buy. This is a temp and humidity gauge. So this goes with me when I'm going anywhere. Tells me humidity and tells me the temperature. That'll be, if I know I'm around 50% humidity, I know my buff off is probably going to be a little bit quicker, depending on the temperature. But obviously you just play with it and you know, but honestly, work small. Like when I say work small, work within the space of your shoulders. I would not go outside of that. Don't, like, if we're doing a square, like 12-inch square by the width of your shoulders, don't go outside of that. Like, make it manageable and buff off. And I've talked about this a lot, but the coating should be the most enjoyable, most therapeutic, if you will, but fun part of the detail. It shouldn't be the once we've done all this prep work, hours and hours of prep work, and we're gonna fly through putting this coating on there. Slow it down. Don't think that just because either I do it this speed or Carlos does it at this speed don't mean you got to keep up with that speed. Make sure you work small, work clean, and be methodical. You know how you work, and if you do that, you'll be fine. But just watch the flash, pay attention to the flash, good lighting or lower lighting depending on what kind of car you're working on. But if you work clean and you work small, you really cannot mess it up because you're working focused. Even if it does take longer, just get into the habit of doing things small and being consistent that way. And you know, if the weather cools down, you'll get more time exposure, and you know, the more you play with it, it will be easier to, you know, to understand the coatings, and you'll get an idea with it, and in your temperature and humidity. So I think that's a big thing also. So okay, all right, I love y'all. I'm gonna go inside. I got some more vetting to do and stuff like that, so I wanted to take a break and just catch up with y'all. So I hope y'all have a great night. Hope this helps, and if y'all have any questions, let me know. Hit me up. If I don't respond right away, I will do my best to get back to you. And if I do leave you on read, sometimes I've done that. If you see that for like a day or two, hit me back. I don't find offense to it or anything like that. I want to help y'all. So I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great evening, and y'all take it easy. Love y'all.